one story and another. I'm a member of the All Progressive Congress, and nothing has changed. People should stop using whatever situation that they pick up from the social media or their own interpretation of any situation to present me wrongly. I have not gone anywhere. I'm still a member of the All Progressive Congress, and I remain a member. Whatever happens, what is most important is supporting the overall interests of the party. Thank you.
Thank you.
We turn our attention now to Abuja, where Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom has hinted at a strategic political realignment for the 2027 general election, declaring that the emerging Rainbow Coalition in Rivers State would align with areas where it enjoys the strongest electoral advantage. The minister spoke during an inspection of ongoing infrastructure projects across Abuja, where he mentioned that the coalition would be guided by political realities and voting strengths across the state. The former governor also dissociated himself from controversies surrounding the screening of aspirants by the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State, insisting he had no involvement in the exercise.
I'm not a member of the APC, so I don't know what's happening in their screening. And I don't also know where they published the results of the screening. So it will be difficult for me to comment. Even if they do, why would I comment? I don't know the reasons they have. So of course, our own party will start that screening today, tomorrow. So that is where you should ask me question. What attends to me, not more than what else I mean. So that's
The crisis in Rivers State. As of 13th May, that is today, 2026, the Rivers State crisis is no longer in emergency rule phase. But I think it has not been fully resolved. It has shifted from an open constitutional breakdown into a tense 2027 succession and power control struggle. Let's try to remember what has happened in the previous months up to date. What caused the crisis? The root is the fallout between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his political godfather, predecessor, Nyesom Wike, now FCT minister. Wike helped Fubara become governor in 2023, but they later clashed over control of Rivers' political structures. The House of Assembly, local government machinery, party leadership, and 2027 succession. Premium Time reports that the field was fundamentally over control of political structures in the state. The crisis became constitutional when the Rivers Assembly split. 27 lawmakers backed Speaker Martins Amawele/Wiki, while a much smaller faction backed Fubara. President Tinubu later described the situation as one where 4 members worked with the governor while 27 members opposed the governor, making budget passage and normal governance impossible. 2. The Supreme Court turning point. The major turning point came on 28 February 2025 when the Supreme Court effectively strengthened the Amawele-led assembly. Reports said the court ordered that federal allocations to Rivers be stopped until a valid budget was passed by the proper House of Assembly, and Amawele and 27 other lawmakers should resume legislative duties. The court also criticized Fubara's use of a four-member assembly to pass budgetary business, saying that such a tiny number could not validly conduct legislative businesses. 3. Emergency rule was declared. On 18th March 2025, President Tinubu declared state of emergency in Rivers State. He suspended Governor Fubara, Deputy Governor Ngozi Odu, and the House of Assembly for 6 months and appointed retired Vice Admiral Ipok Ete as administrator. Tinubu cited governance paralysis, the assembly crisis, failure to pass appropriation bills, pipeline vandalism, and threat to public order. This was controversial because critics argue that while the Constitution allows emergency rules, suspending elected officials was anti-democratic. Another report says that the Nigerian Bar Association criticized the move as illegal, argued that emergency rule does not dissolve the elected government. 4. Emergency rule ended, but the politics remain. Tinubu lifted the emergency rule on 17th September 2025, with Fubara, his deputy, and the assembly resuming from 18th September 2025. The presidency said the emergency was ending because there was a new spirit of understanding among stakeholders. But that spirit appears fragile. In February 2026, Wike confirmed another Tinubu intervention and said he hoped it would be the last. Premium Times reported that this was at least another presidential attempt to settle the dispute after earlier peace deals had collapsed. 5. The